Predicting Old Faithful.
Wow.
Since 2015, 4 million plus visitors come to Yellowstone National Park annually. 90% of those come to see Old Faithful Geyser erupt. So, how do the rangers predict the next eruption time of Old Faithful? In the Old Faithful Visitor Education Center, at the ranger desk, a ranger takes on the responsibility to watch, time, calculate, and post the prediction of the next eruption of Old Faithful. The ranger starts watching Old Faithful about 10 to 15 minutes before the next predicted eruption. They are watching for Old Faithful to start splashing. When a splash starts, the ranger clicks on the stopwatch and checks the time. The stopwatch continues to run until water stops splashing. The stopwatch is cleared, and the ranger starts watching for the next splash. These splashes are called pre-play splashes. Pre-play indicates that an eruption will be occurring shortly. Eventually, one of those splashes will turn into the eruption. When that happens, the stopwatch continues to run until the last of the water is seen. The ranger documents multiple facts about an eruption. Those include the time pre-play started, time of the eruption, which is the start of the splash that turns into the eruption, height of the eruption, duration of the eruption, which is the time between the start of the splash to the last water seen from the eruption, the interval between eruptions, which is the time from the start of the last eruption to the start of the current eruption, the next predicted eruption time. The ranger updates the geyser prediction phone lines, the electronic feed that goes to the National Park Service app, and the prediction boards in and around the visitor center. But Faye, you say, how do they figure the actual time of the next prediction? It's very simple. It depends on the duration of the current eruption. Based on statistical analysis, there is a sliding scale that goes between 1 to 5 minute duration times, with the predictions being currently made on a range of 61 to 104 minutes. Eruptions that are less than 3 minutes have a very short wait time for the next eruption. We refer to them as short eruptions. Not only is the eruption time shorter, but the way the eruption ends is different. A short eruption ends very abruptly. A normal eruption ends by gradually coming down with steam continuing after the water stops. One thing you must understand is that nature isn't stagnant in Yellowstone, meaning that the rangers closely monitor the eruption intervals and will adjust the prediction intervals as necessary. If you ask a ranger the next Old Faithful prediction time, they will always say the time and add plus or minus 10 minutes, such as 11:19 a.m. plus or minus 10 minutes. That plus or minus 10 minutes is Old Faithful's window. The other predicted geysers have different window lengths. If Old Faithful prediction is for 11 a.m., you need to start watching by 10:50 and may still be watching until 11:10. Rangers are typically 90% accurate, but Mother Nature controls the other 10% and does what she wants, meaning you may be on time but still miss an eruption because Old Faithful was under Mother Nature's control and erupted early. Or you may be standing around after the backside of the window waiting for Old Faithful to erupt. One thing I can guarantee is that Old Faithful will erupt. Please be patient and wait for it. It's worth the wait. On the other hand, don't leave early. Many people have left upset, disappointed, and underwhelmed because Old Faithful only went up about 30 feet and they thought that was the eruption. That wasn't the eruption. That was pre-play. Be patient, it'll erupt and go well over 100 feet. If the eruption starts occurring frequently outside of the window, the rangers will adjust the interval time from the current prediction intervals to a new interval time. Rangers are often asked for the geyser schedule. Sorry, there isn't a schedule. Predictions can only be made based on the last eruption, nor can you figure it out knowing the interval times because of the window, short eruptions, and the variations caused by Mother Nature. Rangers make predictions during the hours that the visitor center is open. Old Faithful isn't the only geyser that is predicted. There are 6 geysers that can be predicted. 5 are in the Upper Geyser Basin. Great Fountain, located 8 miles north in the Lower Geyser Basin, Fairhole Lake Drive, is the 6th. Unfortunately, Great Fountain may not be predicted every day due to logistical issues. The predicted geysers include Old Faithful, Castle, Daisy, Grand, Riverside, and Great Fountain. There are multiple people in the basin that spend their vacations or summers just watching, documenting, and enjoying the geysers and their friends. They are referred to as geyser gazers, and they maintain a database of eruption times of many geysers called geysertimes.org. These citizen scientists, roving rangers, and the webcam allow us to predict the other geysers mentioned earlier. They radio in the start of an eruption of a predicted geyser. The rangers use that time to then predict and post the next eruption for that geyser. At the start of any day, what predictions are available may vary due to the steam in the basin, so please be patient with the rangers. They are just as excited as you are to know when the geysers are going to erupt. Predictions are posted as quickly as possible. Rangers rove in the basin and love to enjoy the geysers with the visitors. Feel free to engage a ranger in conversation about what you are seeing. Rangers have a wonderful office, don't you think?